Hi, my name is Misha, and I live in Miami. I met my best friend Fiona when I was only 5. Every summer, my parents took me to this crazy carnival outside the city, and one time I totally got lost in the crowd. It started to rain, and I couldn't find my parents anywhere. I thought I'd be stuck in this place forever. That was when another girl my age covered me with her umbrella. "You're getting all wet. Are you alone?" I'm lost. "Don't be scared. I'm here now. I'll help you." It was love at first sight for me. She was my savior. From that day on, Fiona was always by my side. When I was 7, my mom refused to let me get a puppy, and I was so upset that I cried all day. Fiona jumped in front of me on all fours. "Look, I'll be your puppy. Woof, woof." "You look dumb." "Woof, woof. If I poop, you have to pick it up." That got me. She could always make me laugh. I loved her so much. The trouble started when we finally got into the same school. We had our first test, a simple spelling bee. I came first and Fiona came second. We were so happy, but Fiona's parents were not. They raged at her in front of everyone. "Why didn't you come first? What's wrong with you? I don't want a stupid child." "It's not like she failed." "Easy for you to say. You're first. You should be like her, Fiona." That broke Fiona's heart. I showered her with love, chocolates, and gossip till she cheered up. But that stopped working the second, third, fourth time I beat her. The pressure on us rose to a breaking point when Fiona's brother went away to a boarding school on a scholarship. He was gone, and suddenly Fiona was all alone with her awful parents. She stopped taking my calls and always came to school with puffy eyes, like she'd been crying. In 6th grade, when her scores were even lower, Fiona suddenly took a bottle of water and dunked it all over my head. "Fiona, I wish you didn't even exist." "You don't mean that." "Yes, I do. Just disappear." From that day, a never-ending rivalry started between Fiona and I. She started messing with me all the time. She knew my locker combination, and she threw out my books. She even spilled the beans to everyone about the guy I had a crush on. He came to me at lunch and publicly rejected me. I was flaming mad. I ran up to Fiona's table and said, "Fiona peed in bed till she was 11, just so you all know." Fiona screeched like a monkey and attacked me. "I hate you, Misha." One day, she crossed all her limits. I found her in the schoolyard bullying some other girl. I pulled Fiona away from her and screamed, "Have you gone crazy? I get that your parents are awful, but stop taking it out on everyone. Stop acting like you're better than me." She pushed me, and I twisted my ankle so badly. I couldn't help it. I slapped her. We started wrestling on the ground when suddenly someone pulled me off Fiona. I gasped when I saw a tall boy version of Fiona in front of me. It was her brother, Henry. "What are you doing here? I thought you left." "Fiona tells me you've become a bully." "How disappointing." "She's the bully, idiot." That's when Fiona started crying like a little baby and saying I was evil. Henry totally believed her. "Stay away from my sister or what? You'll fight me too? Let's go, right now." He laughed in my face. "You're cute. Too bad you're a bully." So annoying. Suddenly, it wasn't me against Fiona anymore. Henry butted in whenever I wanted to make my moves. One day, after I found my locker trashed again, I wanted to throw a bucket of soapy mop water on Fiona, but Henry showed up and started pulling the bucket away. We both tripped and got the water all over us. I tried to get up, but I slipped. Henry caught me just as I was about to hit the floor. I looked into his eyes and my heart started fluttering. "Are you catching feelings?" "No, let me go." "What are you both doing?" Fiona was staring at us with laser eyes. "Why are you on my brother?" "None of your business." "He is my business. Don't you dare hit on him." Oh, so this bothered her. I instantly threw my arms around Henry's neck and pulled him in for a kiss. He looked shocked, and Fiona let out an ear-splitting screech. "Henry, I can't believe you!" She ran away in tears, and Henry was so mad. "Why did you do that?" "Revenge. She deserves it. I'm trying to mend things with Fiona. You know that. You're an even bigger bully than I thought. Ask any of the students who the bully is. Go on." He stormed away, and I hated myself for feeling a little guilty. After the weekend on Monday, I was called into the principal's office. And to my surprise, Fiona was also sitting inside. "You're in big trouble, Misha. Someone stole the cash from school tips from my office. Fiona tells me it was you." "What? Fiona is a liar. There is no proof." The principal checked my bag, and as I expected, no cash. But when he opened my locker, hundreds of dollars just fell out. The witch sneaked the money in. "This is unacceptable. How dare you?" Students gathered around to watch the principal scream at me while Fiona just smiled. "Stealing this much money and then lying about it? Misha, you're expelled." That was when Henry came running through the crowd. "Sir, wait. You have the wrong culprit. Misha didn't steal this money. Fiona did." Everyone gasped. Fiona looked like she was gonna faint. "I saw you stealing it. Tell him the truth, Fiona." "Henry, you have to back me up." "And let an innocent person take the fall? What happened to you?" My jaw was on the floor as the principal lost it. He was so mad at Fiona for stealing and making up these crazy lies that he expelled her instead. I was in total shock. Fiona wasn't going to be here anymore? "You've taken everything from me. I never want to see you both ever again." And just like that, my best friend and nemesis was gone. As the news spread, my classmates started congratulating me for defeating the evil witch, but I didn't feel like a hero. A few weeks later, Henry told me Fiona's parents had sent her away to some boarding school, and she'd even changed her phone number. "I'm sorry you had to stand up for me. I know how much it's costing you." "It's my fault for leaving Fiona with our parents. I'm going to transfer back to my old school. I have nothing left here." "I'm still here." "You want me to stay?" "Maybe I've just gotten used to having you around. It's not a big deal." "Then why are you blushing?" I covered my face with my sweater. I couldn't like Henry. He was Fiona's brother. But I was helpless. He was really quite adorable. He even cracked the funniest jokes, like the old Fiona used to. One weekend, I saw Henry walking arm in arm with another girl, and I froze. He was dating someone? My feet followed them before I could help it. She hugged him and kissed him on the cheek. "Henry!" "Misha, what are you doing here?" "I was just passing by. I didn't know you had a girlfriend." "This is my cousin." I was such an idiot. I tried to run out of there, but he pulled me back. He waved his cousin off and turned to me. "So, how jealous were you on a scale of 1 to 10? 0. I think it was a 9. "No way." "Okay, then you should stop me before I kiss you." He moved closer to me, and I felt my breath catch. Our lips were just about to touch when I stopped him. "I'm sorry, Henry. I can't do this with Fiona's brother. It's just too weird." "Are you sure?" "Yes. I'm sorry I asked you not to transfer." "I'm not staying just to date you. I like it here. We can just be friends, right?" I tried my best to keep it like that, but my feelings for Henry just kept growing. When we got into separate colleges, I thought I might finally get over him. But even when I dated other people, I couldn't forget about him. And then one day, he showed up at my dorm at 2 a.m. and told me he loved me. "I can't hide it anymore. I don't care about our past or about Fiona. Misha, I just want to be with you." How could I say no to that? I wanted to be with him too. Henry and I started dating, and we got married 2 years out of college. We didn't invite any of Henry's family except Fiona, but of course she didn't show up. That's why we were shocked to see her on our doorstep one day, soaking wet in the rain. "Fiona!" "I ran away from home. I had to see you both." We were speechless. "Please, can I come in?" We helped her in, and the first thing she did was fall to the floor and start weeping. "I've been so miserable since the day I lost you both. I moved out after college to get away from our parents, but now I just lost my job. I've been living at the homeless shelter for a week, but I just really wanted to see you." "You have no job and no place to live? So that's why you're here?" "No, I can go back to the shelter. I'm only here to say that I'm so sorry for everything I did. Even if you kick me out right now, I'll be sorry to you my whole life, Misha." I was so uneasy. Henry and I put our heads together and decided to let her stay with us if she behaved. And somehow, after years of being apart, Fiona was living with us. She didn't play any crazy pranks, but living with her was annoying. She was messy, moody, and had the appetite of a baby elephant. One time, I'd baked the most beautiful cake for Henry's birthday. But the night before the party, I saw Fiona stuffing her face with it. Sorry, I was starving. Were you saving this? When I told her it was for Henry's birthday, Fiona burst into tears. She even cried at his party about the store-bought cake, and all his friends were so awkward. She's scaring me. She's already got a new job. She'll move out soon, okay? I promise. That was good, because 1 week from that dinner, my doctor told me some amazing news. I was pregnant. Henry went mad with excitement, and Fiona cried for 2 days straight. Your baby is going to be related to me. I love that. Well, that was sweet. Fiona stayed by me through all my scary and happy moments, and I was almost sorry to see her go when she found her own apartment 3 months before my due date. But when she moved out, she changed again. She never invited us over, and if Henry asked to hang out, she always made up some stupid excuses. Did she use us just to get back on her feet? After I give birth, I'm going to kick her butt. About 2 weeks before my due date, Henry got a call from the hospital. Hi, you're Fiona's emergency contact. We need you to come to the hospital right away. What happened? Your sister's about to have her baby. Wait, what baby? Henry and I rushed to the hospital where we found out that Fiona was pregnant. She'd been pregnant this whole time. I couldn't believe it. She has high blood pressure, so we're watching her and the baby carefully. She might need surgery. Surgery? Is she going to be okay? How could she lie about this? Oh my God. I was suddenly in total panic, and that was the moment my body decided to go into labor. But after hours, when I finally held my baby girl, I couldn't stop weeping. She had Fiona and Henry's shiny black hair. Bet you my baby's prettier than yours. I looked up to see Fiona standing in front of me. She was okay, and she had a baby girl in her arms. Fiona, oh my God, can you believe it? Our kids will be birthday pals. Why? Why did you hide this from us? I didn't want to guilt you guys into helping some poor pregnant woman. I missed you so much, and I just wanted you to give me a real chance. You fool! What if something had happened to you? You're so stupid. I know. I'm so sorry, Misha. I wish I could take all those years back. I was so horrible to you, and I'll never, ever forgive myself. I can forgive you. I will forgive you. Come here. I gave her a one-armed hug, and we stared at our babies side by side. They're gonna be best friends, aren't they? Better. They're sisters.